The last leaf. In a small part of the city west of Washington Square, their streets have gone wild. They turn in different directions. They are broken into small, beach-colored places. One street goes across itself one or two times. A painter once discovered something possible and valuable about this street. Suppose a painter had some painting materials for which he had not paid. Suppose he had no money. Suppose a man come to get the money. The man might walk down that street and suddenly meet himself coming back without having received a account. This part, the city is called Greenwich Village. And to old Greenwich Village the painters soon come. Here they found rooms they like, with good light and low costs. Sue and Johnny lives at the top of building with 3 floors. One of these young women come from Maine. The other from California. They had met at a restaurant on 8th Street. There they discovered that they good light and a lot cost. Sue and Johnny live at the top of a building with their floors. One of their young women come from Maine, the other from California. They had met a restaurant on 8th Street. There they discovered that they looked at some kind of art, the kind of art, and some kind of the clothes. So they decided to live and work together. That was in the spring. Towards winter, a cold stranger entered Greenwich Village. No one could see him. He walked around touching one person here and another there with his easy fingers. He was a bed seeker. Doctor called him a pneumonia. On the its side city he hurried, touching many people, but it the narrow streets of Greenwich Village he did move so quickly. Mr. Pneumonia was not a nice old gentleman. A nice A nice old gentleman would not hurt a little woman from California, but Mr. Phenomena. Quickly, Mr. Phenomena was not a nice old gentleman. A nice old gentleman would not hurt a weak little woman from California, but Mr. Phenomena touched gently with his cold fingers. She lay on her bed almost without moving, and she looked through the window at the wall of the house next to hers. One morning, the busy doctor spoke to Sue alone in the hall. Where Johnson could not hear. She has a very small child, he said. She has changed if she wants to live, if people don't want to live. I can't do much for them. Your little lady has decided that she is not going to get well. Is there something that is troubling her? She always wanted to go to Italy and paint a picture of the Bay of the Naples, said she. Paint? Not paint. Is there anything worth being troubled about? A man? Troubling her, she always wanted to go to Italy and paint a picture of the Bay of the Naples, said Sue. Paint? Not paint. Is there anything worth being troubled about a man? A man, said Sue. It's man word, no doctor. There is a not man. It is a weakness, said the doctor. I know how to do. But when a sick person begins to feel going to die, half my homework is usually talk to her about new winter cold. If she were interested in the future, her change would be better. After the doctor had gone, Sue went into the workroom to cry. Then she walked into Johnny's room. She cried through painting materials and she was singing. Johnny is Johnny is later very thin and very quick. Her face turned toward the window. Sue stopping singing. She thinking that Johnny was asleep. Window and sus and as she worked, she heard a low sound again and again. Materials, and she was singing. Johnny lay there, very thin and very quiet. Her face window should stopping singing and thinking that Johnny was asleep. She began to work. As she worked, she heard a low sound again and again. She went quickly to beside John's knee. Yes, we are open wide. She was looking out the window and the counting back. 12, she said, a little sister 11, and then 10, and 9, and then 8, and 7, almost together. She looked out the window. What was there to count? There was only the seat wall to next house. A short distance away, the wall had no window, and all three grows against the wall. The cold breath of the winter had already touched it. Almost all the leaves had fallen from its dark branches. What is it there? Aksu. 9, and then 8 and 7, and almost together. Window and the older graves against the wall. The cold breath of winter had already touched it. Almost all its leaves had fallen from its dark branch. What is there? 6. She sighed to the lower. They're falling fast now. There days ago. There we are, almost 100. It hurt my head to count them, but not easy. There's just another one. There are 5 now. 5. There are only 5 now. 5 what there? Tell you so. Leaves on the tree. When the last one falls, I must go too. I have known that the 3 days didn't the doctor tell you. Oh, I never heard of such a thing, says you. It doesn't have any sense. 5 what's there? Tell you should leaves on the tree. When the last one falls, I must go to. I never heard of such a thing, said you. It doesn't I have a cent in. What doesn't in tree have to do with you? Or with your getting well, and you love a tree so much. Don't be a little fool. Then doctor told me class for getting well. He told me this morning. He said you very changed. Try to eat the little now, and then I will go to back to work. And then I can sell me my picture, and then I can buy something more for you to eat to make you strong. There goes another. No, I don't. I want anything to eat. No, there are 4. I want to see the last one fall before night. Then I will go to Johnny, there side you. Will you promise me to close your eyes and something for you to eat to make so strong? You don't have to buy anything for me, said Johnny. She still snow out the window. There goes another. No, I don't want anything to eat. No, there are four. See for the night. Then I will go to John's dear, said Sue. Will you promise me to close your eyes and keep those closed? Will you promise not to look at the windows until I finish working? I must have this picture ready tomorrow. I need the light. I can't cover the window. Would you work in the other room? I'd rather be here by you, said Sue. And I don't want you to look at the two sleeves. Tell me as soon as you have finished, said Johnson. She closed her eyes and lay white and still, because I want to see the last sleeve fall. I have done enough waiting, I have done enough thinking, and I want to go to selling. To sleeve to the tell me as soon you are finished, said Johnson. Try to sleep, said Sue. I must call Berman to come up here. I want to paint a man a deep picture, and I will him look like Berman. I want to be a game a picture to be a move. I will come back. Old Berman was a painter who lived on the first floor of the their house. He painted without ever painting a good picture. He had always talked of the painting a great picture, a masterpiece, but the had never yet standard it. Painting a great picture and a masterpiece, but the never him. She told him about Johnson and the leaves on the vine. She said the was afraid in that child don't like leaf or don't the growing worker. On Brahman thought what he cried are the such flowers. Do people the biscuits like a drop of a tree? I have not heard of such thinking. No, I will not come. I will come to make real picture of me. I don't allow her of thing such a thing. Such a thing I will see is very sick a week, said Sui. The ticks has pulled the teeth straight ideas to into her mind. Mr. Brahman, if you won't come. You won't, but I don't think you are very nice. This is like moments. Sultan Brahman shout that will come go to I come with you. For half an hour I have been trying to say that I will come. Good. This is not any place for someone so good as Johnson to like sick. Since someday I shall paint my masterpiece and we call I'll go away from her. Good, yes. Johnny was sleeping when a day went up. She closed the window and took Brahman into the other room. There they looked out the window further at the tree. Then they looked at each other for a moment without speaking. A cold rain falling with a little snow in it too. Brahman sat down and began to painting. She worked through and most of the night. Without speaking, a cold rain was falling in the little snow in it too. Brahman sat down and she began to paint. She worked and through most of the night. If the morning after an hour sleep and she wants Johnny's beside and Johnny went eyes looking toward the window. I want to show, she thought. So, to look through the window, but after it be raining and the wind, the had not stopped the throw. The whole night there still was love being seen against the wall. It the walls the last of the tree. It was still dark green and near the branch, but the edges turning yellow with a that it was hanging from a branch and 20 fell around. It was a last one except Johnny a truck that rainy fell during the night. It the last one and the said Johnny and truck and during and night. Dear Johnny and the think of me and if you are yourself what you do. but justly it did not swear that was lonely thing and the soul. When it you're preparing to go if in the far journey, the taste, health, and thought to friendship are to one by one. The day slowly passed as the dark they called still